Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. Now, do you have a memory of doing something, a really clear, brilliant memory of doing something, and then you find out that it's just not true? You see, this week, Big Finish are bringing out the boxed set of Cyberman Series 1 and Series 2, together for the first time, available to buy. Now, my original plan was to troll back through my archives, because this is a re-release, and put all of my Cyberman reviews together and let you have them, because I know I listened to them and I had a pretty good memory of recording a podcast all about them. So I sat down with I don't have a spreadsheet. What I have is a notebook with every single colour-coded topic, title and everything I've covered all written down, all 577s of my podcasts, and I went through them all. And the thing that was most obvious is that stuff that I think is recorded quite recently is almost 400 podcasts ago. So I scan back through and I go through it all, and I can't find any reference to me ever recording reviews of these Cyberman stories. Now, I know for a fact that I listened to them while I was tidying the garage some time ago. This was when, of course, we still had a garage. And I was clearing it out, and I was genuinely going for it and creating quite a lot of space and chucking out a lot of stuff. It was one of those post-Christmas things. Now, I'd got the Cyberman stories one story at a time, and it was wonderful. I mean, these were great stories, and I wanted to share them with you, and I was kicking myself that these original reviews just don't exist. So, in the interests of clarity, I will now talk a bit about them. Because, let's face it, Dalek Empire has had enough press and enough people talking about it over the years for everyone to be happy. But the Cybermen, well, the Cybermen are much more human. Big Finish Cybermen have got a very specific origin story. An origin story that we all love, but the origin story isn't what's dealt with here. An anchoring origin story, something that people refer back to. Now, that's a different kettle of fish altogether. That is Sword of Orion. That was the first time that the 8th Doctor got to meet them. That was their big intro. And yes, it was a reworking of a story that had been dealt with elsewhere in a different medium. So the story had already existed on the not so official Nick Briggs things, which I'm sure you can track down. But Big Finish, Sword of Orion, it deals with humans at war with androids and some cyber technology up for grabs. And that is the seed for this particular story. The Cybermen are on their way to Earth, or they will be. They will try and take over. They will be as sneaky as they were in, Invasion. But they will manage it, because there is no Doctor. Now, Cyberman itself has been in and out of availability for some time, and has been costing an absolute fortune on eBay. So this re-release of the entire set is a welcome thing. The complete Series 1 and 2 is great. Written by Nick Briggs and James Swallow, the series opens with humanity caught in the war with their own creations. Yes, when it comes to Cybermen, you've got some serious issues. You've got the original body horror is gone, because we replace ourselves so often with augmented parts. So Cyberman itself has to deal with the fundamentals of what it is to be a human. As you become a Cyberman, you lose some of your integral humanity. However, the human race in this story are at war with their own creations, their own children. It's very, very Blade Runner. Our androids are more human than us. They're faster, they're smarter, they're cleverer, and they are more impressive all round. They have human traits. It's Battlestar Galactica's version 2.0, but done by Big Finish. If you've liked any of these other properties, this is what will appeal to you. And just like Dalek Empire, without the Doctor being around, you've got some serious issues with survival. Not everyone will make it out of these stories in one piece. That you can take for granted. It's exciting, it's rigorous, it's challenging, and it also comes from a time when Big Finish was trying out new and different things in a slightly different way than they do these days. Cyberman is a glorious piece of narrative, and the fact that you can buy it all in one go for only £25 is brilliant. And that's a CD set. If you buy the new edition, you do also get one extra thing, a 9th disc. This 9th disc has making of, an interview, and all of the stuff that we've come to expect from Big Finish, but there just wasn't room for on the original releases. I cannot possibly emphasise how good Cyberman truly is. If you've been tempted ever to buy this sort of thing, get it. Because without the Doctor, the Cybermen are just a bit more unstoppable. The androids are superb. And you know, like somebody says, I can't tell the difference these days. Well, you can. You should. And you should get this. So, my memory literally has cheated on me. I can't give you the original reviews because they just don't exist, and I probably never recorded them because all I did was listen to the original releases and enjoy them with all of my heart. Not as much of an in-depth review as I'd like, because I'm not going to cover each of the 8 individual episodes. But you know what? You can. So go away, get this and listen, because very soon you'll be distracted by the Doctor and Donna. But until then, you will be upgraded. And the androids? Well, if you're already an augmented human, why would you possibly need a load of spare parts? The enemy of my enemy might be my friend, but which one is the original enemy? It's fascinating, it's fantastic, and it's something well worth a listen. So until next time, when I'll try and remember what I've done and what I haven't done, be seeing you.
Welcome to the Isle of Wight, Mr. Hunt.
A penal colony is the last place I expected to
I
find.
know how you feel.
Is it certain?
It's certain.
Where?
5 miles out, 30 fathoms down.
Answer me! What are you? Are you working with Paul Hunt? Answer me or I fire.
You cannot kill me. Defeated, there will be no need for emotion. There will only be strength of purpose.
Yes, she will come to us.
This area is off limits to civilians. Move on immediately or you will be detained for questioning.
Yeah, sure, we're going.
There is nothing to fear.
I am a liar, a fake, a spy.
Move on.
I'm not going any further. Where are my children? Where's my husband? Tell me, what is this all about?
Family units have been separated for transport purposes. A terrorist incident has occurred. Comply with all orders.
What are you talking about? There aren't any terrorists here. You came into our homes, dragging us into the street.
You are being relocated. This is for your own protection.
Protection from what?
There is nothing to fear.
Proximity alert.
Something's out there. Something big.
It could be a rescue ship.
When have we ever been that lucky?
Good point.
That was the Doctor Who Tin Dog Podcast, available on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter, RSS, Vimeo, and across the internet. Doctor Who and its associated properties are all copyright and trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Why not become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.